I just had to come in here really quick and record this message. My love, what you're going through right now is so challenging. It's so difficult. It's terrifying. It's not fair. The circumstances that contributed to it, a lot of them were out of your control. And there were choices that you made that were wrong, or that weren't necessarily the highest choice that you could have made. And so you've ended up in a situation. The circumstances that you're in right now and that you've been going through, they're not permanent. Just remember, they're not permanent. These circumstances are going to change. Everything changes with time. You know, things heal with time. Wounds heal with time. But these circumstances are not permanent. And I'm here to remind you that. Spirit is reminding me that right now. Our circumstances are not permanent. And when we remain focused on the person that we have been aligning ourselves to become, when we remain focused on the work that we've done to move forward, and grow and develop as a person and blossom as a person, into the highest version of ourselves that we're capable of being, change comes. It doesn't come externally first, it comes internally first, but it does come. So first you're going to just feel more peace, and then you're going to see things on the outside start to change. And I know a lot of times it looks fair, like it looks unfair, like why are people that are not focused on this, why are people that are not doing right action, making good choices, aligned choices, healthy choices, smart choices, kind choices, compassionate choices, why are they receiving certain things? But they've aligned themselves with those things to a certain degree. However, trust me, God is saying, Spirit is saying, they're not living their life to the full extent that they have the capability of living. They are missing out. So while it looks to you like they might be getting all of the things that they desire, well, yes, they have aligned themselves with these things, but they're not truly satisfied, they're not truly content, they're not truly happy, and they're not truly at peace. And they're just receiving material things that they have aligned themselves with, or circumstances or situations that they have aligned themselves with. But don't take that as peace, don't take that as contentment, don't take that as satisfaction. Okay. Because when a person has not dealt with it, is not living to their highest potential, okay, there's so much more that God could give them. They're holding on to this teddy bear, and you're seeing this teddy bear that they have, or this doll that they have, and it looks so cool. But what you and them don't realize is that God is holding this massive, big, life-size teddy bear behind God's back. And if they would step into their highest potential, that massive teddy bear would be available to them. So God is saying, don't focus on what is right in front of you, because the materials right in front of you do not show the full extent of God's power. And so things have been going unfair for you, and it seems like people around you that are not making right choices and taking right action are still being rewarded, but not with God's reward. They're not being rewarded with God's reward for their life. They're simply being rewarded with material items, really honestly from Satan's spirit that is holding them captive to these wrong actions and wrong choices that they're making. So they're getting just enough reward, or at times in our life we get just enough reward from Satan's spirit that keep us aligned with that Satan spirit and aligned with wrong action, because we feel like we're being rewarded with certain material things. But God is saying this is not God's reward. This is not God's intended reward for your life. It's so much greater than these material things or these circumstances, these temporary circumstances. And also, Spirit is saying, remember to know that God always has a purpose for stillness. So when it seems like God is asking you to be still and it seems boring and all these things, but there's a purpose for that stillness. And that purpose is to empower you to make right action. Wealthy people, not just wealthy people like materially, but wealthy people that are wealthy like internally, they are calm enough to make the right choices. And for some people, that means that they are targeting material wealth, and that's fine. It's no, whatever is important to a person is important to that person. Don't worry about what's important to somebody else. But for that person that material wealth is important to them, when they remain calm, they can make right action, they can make right choices. And when they do that, they align themselves with those materials. So it's the same thing with love, with friendships, with family relationships. We must be calm enough, rested enough, at peace enough to see opportunity around us, to see options around us, and to be able to make micro adjustments to align ourselves with the path that is God's highest intended purpose for our life. So change happens when you stay focused on God's plan, and when you stay patient enough to receive in God's timing. Be patient enough to receive in God's timing, and be grateful for the ways that God is supporting you in ways that you need to be supported, but you weren't supporting yourself by removing distractions and removing even things that were distractions, but things that felt good or things that you truly love. And that doesn't mean that they'll be removed forever. So take this time to really grow yourself. I'm listening to see if there's anything else. Okay, my loves.